Hello everybody and welcome back to the Quilters Apothecary. This is your QA news for September 20th. So one of the things that I'm excited about announcing right now is that we have a flash sale. So throughout the month of September until September 30th, I believe there are 30 days in September, we have a flash sale on our wonderful mystical squares. We have 3 of them. They either come in a set or they come individually. So number 1, we have the small ones. Now remember, with the small ones, typically these are used for ditch work. But with these, they of course have the foot slots, 3 of them, in the small mystical square to use for doing ditch work around applique or any odd shapes. Of course, that's only in the small one. The medium square, of course, is nice for when you're doing your regular type of ditch work around certain areas. And then, of course, we have the large square. And the large square is the 8-inch. Now, the one thing to remember is this. Why would I want that for ditch work? Well, a lot of people, the whole reason we came up with these, the years ago that we came up with these, is because a lot of people have issues, which I'm also going to be talking about my own issue at the end of this, where they can't turn their wrist very well. And so a regular ditch ruler, they can't maneuver. So it's nice with one of these because, of course, they have the leverage handles, and you don't actually hold them like this. You actually just have your hand resting on them, and it keeps it more stable as you're doing your ditch work. And because it's a square, if you're ditching horizontal, you simply move it along. If you come to an area where you're going to be going down vertical, then very simply you would just move it and use the side. And of course, we have 4 sides that you can use with this. It's got measurements, it's got 45 degrees, it's got a lot of things. It's actually one of our better selling ruler series. So we have them on sale through the month of September for our newsletter flash sale. And they are going to be 20% off. Now originally we were pretty much just going to stick to the individual. So they are both on the individual, and our bundle price will be automatically marked with that special pricing. We were going to do just the individual because we thought complete your set, because a lot of people want to complete their set if they only got one to try, and we have so many people that love them with their wrists, because some of us are a bit aged, and it's nice to be able to have a ruler like that to use, that you don't have to constantly turn your wrist. So go check them out. They're on the website. Mr. Ritchie will have the link down below this video, so you can go right there and order your set. Again, it might be a nice reminder to remind somebody for an early Christmas gift. We're getting to be that time of year, if you celebrate Christmas, that it's a good time to start squirreling away some of those Christmas gifts. Or hinting to people to squirrel away your Christmas gift. Okay, so that is our flash sale announcement. So the other thing we're going to announce is last year I did a wonderful opportunity quilt for a wonderful guild in Illinois. It's the Prairie Star Quilt Guild. And so if you look on our YouTube page, you will see that the last video that we posted was actually an announcement about that quilt and the information to buy tickets for that amazing quilt. They did such an incredible job piecing it, and the quilting turned out pretty good too, I might add. And also, so that is going to be our next few episodes here on the channel of our quilt along. So I will be quilting that quilt. There's 2 episodes, and we will be doing them in consecutive weeks. So next week we'll be posting the first part 1, and then the following week we'll be doing part 2. That way you can get a good look at the quilting on it. And then I would suggest highly that you go ahead and send your money into the address provided on the link in the previous video, and get yourself some tickets. They're, I believe, $1 a piece, or 6 for $5. And I have it on good authority that there's a very good chance with the amount of tickets that are going out to win this beautiful quilt. So do not hesitate to do that. You can also go to their website, which is linked on the original video about that. Like I said, the video before this one, which talks about that prairie style, um,
Opportunity quilt.
Prairie Star Quilt Guild Opportunity Quilt. Thank you, Rich. So there we go. So those will be the next two. And then after that, the following video will be that wonderful conclusion to Janet Woodkey's beautiful Prairie Point quilt. If I remember correctly, that was that Prairie Point quilt that we were working through. Now, what are some of the other things? As always, we want to remind you that we do have a Patreon channel, and we post videos every week. We certainly try to, and we have been very, very good about never missing a week. Could happen, but anyways, we always like to say, and those videos are usually pretty darn long, so it is a big bang for your buck. So we want to remember that. Let me see. Let me look at my notes here. I don't want to miss anything. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we are just finishing our season. I've got to clean up the garden, and I have to do it within the next 2 weeks, as well as get a lot of quilts quilted, because I am going in for surgery. So, and this surgery is not a bad thing. It's actually going to be a gift. It's I'm going to go have both of my wrists done, finally get my carpal tunnel surgery done. They're going to do one. I wanted them to do both together, and they were like, Jamie, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't put your family members through that either, with all the things you're going to need help with, so to speak. But they're going to do one wrist, and then they're going to wait 2 weeks, and then they'll do a check and stuff, and then I'll do the second wrist. So I should be out about 6 to 8 weeks. So we're trying to get as much video filmed as we can, and as many quilts filmed as I can, as much garden work cleanup filmed as I can. And I'm kind of good to be taking down the garden, because I am tomatoed out. I have tons and tons, at least 100 quarts of tomatoes and salsa and all sorts of craziness. So I'm kind of tomatoed out. I am kind of sad about my basil. The weather around here has been a little odd, and I kind of got burned out, so I didn't water my basil as good as usual. So I think I got one more batch to put in the freezer, and then I'm done. The other thing I want to announce is over on my art channel, if you happen to be a cross stitcher, I have started to release my floss tube videos, and that would be at the Jamie Wallen YouTube channel. Thank you. That's the YouTube channel of Jamie Wallen, and then I'm doing some of my cross stitch, which is under the floss tube banner, so to speak. My Jamie Wallen channel is mostly about different art stuff that I like to do, non-quilting. So if you do like cross stitch, you might want to check out that and maybe subscribe. That'd be a lovely gift to me. It will help me in the algorithm, so to speak. Let me see. So I've talked about that, talked about that. Zoom classes, yeah. So we also have our video up that we're posting. We have our series of Zoom classes. There are 10 sessions. They're through January through, I think, April. And of course, some of them skip a week based on any holidays around that time, so it's not like every single Saturday. We did post information about that, so you want to go check that out. If you are a surface quilter, it is important, because this is the last time I'm going to be doing that series. And it has been my standard series that I've been teaching for almost 18 years. And since it is the last time I'm going to be doing that series, there's going to be a lot of special things going on throughout that series of Zoom classes. So if you happen to be a surface quilter, whether you're sit down, stand up, or even hand quilters like it because they get design ideas, go check out that video, and that has all the information of how to sign up, whether it be individual or the bundle price. And they're at a really good price. They're discounted. We haven't changed the prices in years on those. And since it's the last one, we really did price it so well. But go check that out. And so I think, let me see. Oh, last thing Rich doesn't know. So this fall, after I heal from this, I am going to be starting a special peace along here on YouTube on the Quilters Apothecary channel. And so I'm looking forward to that. That's the teaser right there. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I know what it is. And we are actually kind of doing a little bit of pre-filming for that one so that we can have it all filmed before we actually start to present it. And probably with that one, I'm thinking we might do a couple in a row and then skip a week, couple in a row, skip a week, that sort of thing. So we will kind of keep that in line. So that's going to be exciting to do during those cold winter months if you live in a winter climate. So I'm looking forward to that. Well, there you have it. That is our QA news for September 20th. As always, thank you so much for being part of our community. We truly, truly appreciate having you here no matter which walk of life you come from. Know you're loved. Take care of yourself, take care of each other, and we will see you all down the road. Goodbye, everybody.